chill, listen to music for a while. No. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast. My name is Mike Mercurio, and with me are my co-host and beer buddies, Ben Purrier.
Still here.
Still here. Jim McCarthy.
Hey.
And our wonderful guests. We've got Carly and Paige visiting and hanging out with us, drinking some beer. And we're going to try Dogfish Head Slightly Mighty. This is a low-cal IPA. It's an India Pale Ale brewed with monk fruit extract. I don't know what a monk fruit is, but I guess we're about to find out what it tastes like. Maybe.
It's an extract they use.
Thank you for that clarity, Ben.
Keto friendly.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Good to know.
Yeah, I figure, summertime, people are trying to watch their weight, getting all ready for bathing suits and whatnot. Low-cal's the thing. I don't know. It kind of made sense.
It's a fruit that pledges its life to celibacy. Sorry.
Starting strong with the dad jokes. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So this is... I don't know what just happened there. We went backwards. This is 95 calories, 3.6 carbs. So let's see. This low-cal IPA is brewed with mighty aromatic hop varieties that deliver tropical notes with a slightly sweet balance provided by the monk fruit extract. And it has a little tiny picture of monk fruit on the back, which just look like anything. I don't know.
Chicken?
Yes, it looks like chicken.
Nice.
Okay, I guess I could have been a little bit. I was just specific as you were earlier.
Jingle bells. Almost.
Yeah, they do. So totally different, as you mentioned earlier when we pulled this out, totally different than monkfish extract, which would be...
Oof.
That would be weird.
Yes,
that would be very weird.
Which
means it's in some Michelin star restaurant somewhere.
Yeah. Right. Monkfish is delicious, by the way. It's one of my favorite fish if you've never had it. It is the ugliest damn fish on the planet, too, so I don't feel bad about eating it because that thing isn't... Look up monkfish if you've never seen it. Did you pull up a picture and show them?
I had one. Let's see.
So it's basically you're okay with, eating it because it's ugly.
Yes. I'm shallow with my fish.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no, so that's a monkfish. I don't know if you can see that from there or not.
Probably not. But.
No, it looks like a melting gremlin. Basically, it's rough, man. But
what's that gremlin's name?
Which one? There's a bunch.
Gizmo,
the one that got he melted. They put him in the microwave. Stripe. That's right.
Yeah. Great, terrible movie, by the way. So monkfish. You want to look at monk fruit? Why don't you look up monk fruit real quick? I'm gonna have monkfish on the mind now. Hopefully this would go well with monkfish. Now I'm gonna have to go make some now.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding. Look at that thing.
It's just a hideous creature, man.
That's the same picture I pulled up. Yeah,
that thing looks like a mud pie.
I'm telling you, it looks like it's melting.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Rough, but it tastes delicious. Tastes like lobster, actually. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And its defense mechanism is because it's so damn ugly, you don't want to eat it.
That's right.
But somehow
something comes to eat it, and it turns around and goes, "Look at me."
Well, yeah, it's like, now that you're dead, let me try you, put you over a fire. It's like the guy who tried the first oyster. Looks like the stuff that comes out of my nose. Let me try it.
When you're hungry, right?
Right.
Okay, so if you want to hold up the can so everybody can see it, and Ben or Carly, you want to describe the can to everybody?
All right, we got a nice white backdrop with blues and teals on all the writing. Little sailboat scene out on the lake. Sunshine. I don't know. It's kind of
It sounds like a country song.
It's minimalist without being minimalist because there's a lot going on the can, but it's all just kind of sketch drawings.
Stick drawings, basically.
Yeah.
There's a lot of oceany scene.
Outdoor vibes.
Mm-hmm. Which is
outdoor
good.
vibes, and they're based out of Cincinnati.
It looks like two different locations: Cincinnati and Pennsylvania. That's what it said on the side when I read it a minute ago. Oh, actually, I can read it to everybody.
Milton, Delaware.
Oh gosh, it's from Delaware. Oh no, God.
It's a low-cal beer, so that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Delaware. I've set the bar very low already. I'm going to let you know. This is like a 3.5 out of 10.
You guys know what that sound effect is from?
No.
It's the greatest scream ever, greatest cry ever. Look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious. And it's awful at the same time. It's from an episode of Intervention. And the guy is like, they're all intervening. And they tell the victim, I guess, is it the victim they call it? the intervenee.
I was the victim of an intervention once. So that was great.
He's like, I just love you. And he's like, yeah! this, stored up cry for probably 50 years comes out of this guy.
Sounds sweet.
It's endearing, but at the same time, utterly hilarious. Like they've auto-tuned it and stuff on YouTube.
This needs to be a clip in our next beer clip. We'll have to put that
But
up.
they actually do. They did a parody where they put it to a Slayer song.
I can see that going to some heavy metal. That works.
I gotta show it to you guys later.
That'd be great.
So, does anybody want to take a crack at reading the Wikipedia for monk fruit? Because it's a lot of words that I don't know how to say.
Let me see it real quick.
Have fun with that one.
Okay.
How's your Latin?
Not okay. I'm just this other word known as monk fruit.
Oh, no. Back up. You got to, if I'm going to hand you my phone, you got to at least try to say it.
Syraitia grosvenori. It's also known as monk fruit, right?
I'm sorry. I think if you take some antibiotics, that'll clear up in a week.
That's what you get from swimming in the
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie. There you go. Good God, there are a lot of crazy words in this. Is an herbaceous perennial vine of the gourd family, Cucurbitaceae. It is native to southern China. The plant is cultivated for its fruit extract called mogrosides.
That's a made-up word.
It's all made up words.
It is Wikipedia, so it could be.
All words are
Man, I want to put some mogrosides in my beer. Creates a sweetness sensation 250 times stronger than sucrose. Holy crap. Mogroside extract has been used as a low-calorie sweetener for drinks in traditional Chinese medicine. Oh. And it looks like passion fruit. If you've ever seen the little passion fruit little things, that's exactly what it looks like. It may be a version of that, I guess. I don't know.
Crazy.
Okay, well, there you go. A whole bunch of words that nobody will ever be able to look up because there's no way you can spell it because I know I didn't read it correctly. We'll crack it up.
Oh, we got two of these, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, real quick, while he's pouring that first one, brewed and canned by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery in Milton, Delaware, Burkensville, Pennsylvania, and Cincinnati, Ohio, in collaboration with the Boston Beer Company. So there you go.
Go,
ladies.
So they merged, right?
Boston Beer Company with Dogfish Head? Apparently so.
Really?
That happened a while ago in a big power move, and I can't remember Dogfish Head's head brewer, but him and Jim Cook of Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams, we're sitting there talking. They realize, we're really not in competition with each other. Like our portfolio doesn't really overlap with your portfolio, so we could combine, pool the money, pool the brewing resources, expand the distribution, and just kind of grow. It's kind of like the craft beer move against Anheuser-Busch taking over everything.
Oh, really?
Good choice.
So, So two innovative brewers getting together and
definitely hoppy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's traditional IPA hoppiness right off the hit. It's light.
at least it doesn't taste like that.
No, it doesn't.
Hoo-ah.
It's light and crisp smell, but let's see what
Colonel
happens
Frank
with the
Slade.
taste.
Gotta see that movie, Scent of a Woman.
I hate to admit it, for a low calorie beer, it's not bad. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's not overbounding with flavor, but
this has got Delaware written all over it, man. Have you had Delaware yet? You drinking the Delaware, Mike?
yeah, my expectations were set pretty low. I mean, I think I set them about right, but
Right.
It's lemony IPA.
Yeah.
You get the citrusy from it. I don't get
More
any
pale
sweetness,
ale.
which is weird. Do you get any sweetness from it? I get nothing outside of IPA.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they just put monk fruit in there
that's
for
how it gets
advertising.
that's how it gets the low calorie.
Because the regular sugar no, but I mean you still need sugar for the yeast to. I don't think yeast can eat fake
I don't know.
sugar. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it eats the sugar from the grains. I mean, you mill
Yeah.
the grain. There's going to be natural sugars in there that it can eat.
Right. Well, that's the normal.
That's part of what's it's only 3.5. What was it? 3.5. It was 3.5 carbs. What's the ABV?
95 calories. ABV is 4%.
4%. Okay.
Isn't a normal beer like 110 calories?
Depends on the beer. Okay, so Guinness is actually a really light calorie beer. So a 12 ounce of Guinness is only 99 calories. Now I don't know how many carbs there are,
Quite a few, I'd imagine.
Because I think
It's
that's
like
the big
liquid bread.
thing with like Michelob Ultra and these beers is the low carbs, and that's the big highlight of them. Shoot, I mean the double IPA we had was it was probably like 220 calories in that can.
Wow.
250,
calories.
280.
Yeah.
Like they can get up there.
So
It's my caloric intake every day right there.
That's why you get this.
as I taste this, the more I taste it, the more the lemon goes away, and the more it tastes like I'm drinking
Delaware.
paper towels.
Paper towel.
It tastes like brown,
Tastes like Joe Biden.
wet brown paper towel smell.
Yeah, I agree.
Wet brown
so bad.
paper towel smell.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
like you ever get brown paper towels like
That's-
wet? It's like they have that.
Yeah.
Everyone here knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
3.5 might have been setting the bar high.
okay. We got to get something out of this. I don't know. What do you get out of it? There's lemon, IPA.
Straw.
Anything else? Straw. Yes.
I didn't really like it at first. Now it's growing on me, but I don't think I would ever reach for this. I have the wet brown paper towels in my head. I can't get that out.
Every now and then, someone gets like the perfect description. You're like, shit, I can't. It's there now.
You can just
Stop.
picture like a moist paper towel. And you just stick it in your mouth and go out of it, and that's what this tastes like to me. All of a sudden, I don't know.
the touch of alcohol.
Tastes like Joe Biden's mental acuity.
Wet paper bag.
He's from Delaware, so you know that's fine.
Vague.
Yeah.
It tastes fake.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's what's
Not
funny
all
is-
there.
Yeah.
It's liquid on my tongue.
How many Joe Biden? We're gonna have rate it in Joe Biden's.
YouTube's going to censor us for being politically against them or something.
Tastes like Joe Biden going up a flight of stairs.
It's what's weird is the more I drink it, like you said, it's I don't mind it. I don't mind sucking on the paper towel. It's like okay, but
Yeah.
Heard that about you. So while we're letting this kind of linger longer, here, listen to this.
let it linger longer.
Do you have to let it linger?
I still love
Perfect.
Little Slayer there for you on the home of heavy metal.
That's good. It pairs perfectly. Pairs well with
really does.
Slayer.
This beer fares well with Intervention Scream Slayer.
That would
was
make
good.
the beer interesting.
You know,
Sorry, Dogfish Head. It's a low calorie beer. We understand.
We love you in general, guys, but some you can't win them all right?
well, going what they're going for, it's hard to make stuff low calorie and still have a lot of flavor. So I get that.
Right.
And this has flavor. It's not
It
bad.
does, yeah.
If you're out at the lake, if you're out at the beach and you want if you're going to just drink a lot because you're going to be sweating a lot or whatnot, sure, I could see going through a number of these and it'd be okay.
Just ran a marathon and you need a beer.
Yeah.
This would be much better than Bud Light or something.
Yes.
Or Michelob Ultra or
Yeah. It has more flavor.
whatever
than-
they serve at the end of a marathon.
It does have more flavor than any of those. I mean, I
Yeah.
joke about the paper towel thing, but there's some lemoniness and there's some IPA to it. It's very, very light, which is what you'd expect for low calorie. Mm-hmm. It's all right. Just to steal a phrase from earlier, it's all right.
It's good.
Paige, you've been quiet on this one.
Yeah, I'll take a hard pass on this.
Hard pass?
Yeah.
Not even a rating, just hard pass.
Yeah.
All right, so this or a glass of scotch, like cheap scotch.
I'll probably go Scotch.
All right, cheap scotch over this beer.
I don't even
This-
like Scotch.
I figured as well. I was getting like vodka. All right, she's probably not big on the scotch. Be good. I always love those what if questions.
Well, I mean, you should like this because vodka is
either
like the
or
most
questions.
flavorless alcohol, and this is pretty close to flavorless. But yeah,
I don't know.
and well, I mean, vodka and lemon with water. That's kind of like this.
It's almost like just seltzer water with lemon.
Yeah.
No, this
Carly,
Vodka's got a little bit of flavor, no?
what?
Vodka?
No,
Little bit, yeah.
To me, vodka has like no flavor. It's just like
They all taste the same, but
Absolute? Are you
No.
are you-
Absolutely no
Not
flavor.
absolute?
So, Tito's, Grey Goose, any of that stuff, but not Absolute.
Every time my wife had vodka, she got pregnant. So we put it out of the house.
Every time she had vodka, not you.
Literally. Yeah. Some reason. And they flip her over. And boom. She hates it when I do that. It's hilarious, though. Here comes the flip it over joke.
Okay, so vodka. I was thinking when I lived in Florida, it was Ultimate Vodka. If you've ever had that, I can't find it. I hadn't been able to find it up here, but that's a good one.
No, never heard of it.
Yeah,
Tito's is really good. I've
Tito's is very
done
good.
a blind taste test with Tito's and Grey Goose and Kettle One, and I mean Tito's won out among everybody.
I ran from a hurricane one time in Destin. It was coming straight up and it was going to clobber Destin. So I took off to St. Augustine and went to a bar. And I was my normal drink at that time was vodka and Red Bull. And the waitress comes up and I said, yeah, I'd like Grey Goose and Red Bull. And she goes, oh, we don't have Grey Goose. I said, well, what kind of vodka do you have? And she goes, we have Choppin'.
Oh, God.
Can you Choppin'?
Is that like the PBR of vodkas?
It was Chopin.
Oh, nice.
It's Choppin' vodka. I was like, no, it's not Choppin'. And what she did not tell me, it was Chopin. It was like a white chocolate vodka or a chocolate vodka. And they made my drink Red Bull and chocolate vodka. It tasted like old furniture. Like if you walk into like a 150-year-old house, you know that old musty woody smell.
Plastic
That's
on the
what
furniture.
it tasted like.
All
I
right.
took a sip and I was like, "Whoa!"
So
what
that
the-
drink or this beer?
This by far,
Okay.
by far, by far. I was like, man, what are they trying to do to me?
Did I ever tell you about the first time we met my brother's second wife? Well, she wasn't his wife yet. And we went out to a bar and she wanted to order wine. And she was from Kentucky. We were from the Northeast at the time, so we already had the snob factor, kind of like how Mike is about drinks.
Stop
being
yourself.
snobby. And she started talking about how she loves Merlots and Cabernet Sauvignons. And my Courtney and I are looking at each other going, is she putting this on or is this? No, I have a feeling she's really real about this. Yeah.
And then what do? Do you say something? Do you correct her? Do you just let her?
You just let her linger. That's what we do in the Northeast. So we can make fun of her behind her back.
I find when I do in those situations, I make sure to say the same word, but say the way it's supposed to be said.
Yeah.
And I don't, just like, oh yeah, I really like this Merlot.
Yeah.
And just see if they pick up on it.
No, it'd be great if they tried to correct you.
Ooh, that'd
Oh,
be
you
fun.
mean Merlot?
Yeah.
That's when I wouldn't argue and be like, you know what? I think you're correct.
Sure.
Excuse
we'll
me,
go with
Ben.
that.
It's Merlot.
That's right.
Okay.
That's like the other day when you were driving in your Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche. It's whatever. I'm not going to have this argument with you again.
How's it go again?
Drinking Merlot in his Porsche.
Yeah, it's pretty.
There was a Friends episode where Joey ended up getting a Porsche, but it wasn't even his. He found it on like the side of the road in front of the. He started waxing it and acting like it was his car. He was wearing driving gloves and everything. He's like, "It's a Porsche." It was pretty funny. Anyway,
No, Friends has never been funny.
it's
so
I was
funny
not a big
how-
fan of it, but some had their moments.
Yeah, you put it on the background. It's interesting. It's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's. I thought it was pretty good.
I love Friends.
Right.
I've probably seen it like 5 times.
It's like there were people in the Friends camp and the Seinfeld camp.
I think
They couldn't commingle.
Friends. It seems
We
to
were
me that
definitely
it was
Seinfeld
more of
house.
a ladies' comedy. I think more women liked it than
I enjoyed it.
Well, you are very feminine.
Wow.
He's
Effeminate.
in touch with his feminine side.
Right.
It's different.
It's because he has man boobs.
I've got nothing. Wow.
That's just getting
really?
mean.
You called him out earlier. I had to do it. I thought it was funny.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's
That
what
was
you get for
rough.
making fun of him being small.
I guess so. That's fine. If I dish it, I got to take
There
it.
you
right?
go. It's only fair. Would we pair this with anything? Is there anything you could say? Yeah, this would go
Garbage
well
can?
with?
The drain?
The drain.
Wow.
How good is it at unclogging drains?
I'd pair this with the move. Waiter, I'm sorry. I think there's something wrong with my beer. Can I get something else?
Can we just put
No.
this in a Drano bottle and call it a day, or what?
I about ruined one of the microphones because it's about to blow that right back out, dude.
Or you could do like a burger with instead of the buns, it's like lettuce on it.
There you go. There you go.
Lettuce wraps burger.
This is the lettuce wrap of beers.
Some nice sprouts.
Sprouts, yeah. That's kind of, it's a sproutiness.
All I can think of right now is that scene. I'm trying to remember what he says in Grandma's Boy, where they go to the restaurant and David Spade's like talking about the menu. We got some really nice. I can't think of what he says. They're really good. They're good for you. Oh, it's the they got the grass shots, wheatgrass shots. It's really good. It's good for you. Like, no, this is not good or good for you.
It tastes terrible, man.
That's funny.
Tastes like ground up snow peas.
Can I pay extra for some calories or alcohol?
I'll suffer the consequences of the extra calories, please.
But I got to say, I keep on going back to it and swigging it. So.
It's an easy drinker. It's just, you're not going.
Not going to go to your way.
Every time. You're just going, yep.
No, I do got to say, if I was at somewhere and they had your generic big brand beers, Coors, Bud, Miller, whatever, and this was there, and that was my only choices, I would choose this over those.
You try it, right? Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be the same thing where I'm just kind of drinking it to drink, and I'm not really paying attention to the flavor because it's Delaware. I was like,
that's right.
It's cute.
I'm sorry, I missed
on
it.
top of it.
Yeah.
Wasn't a good projection on my part. Sorry.
That's right.
It's a good beach beer.
Yeah.
Or a good lake beer. If you're going to have a number of beers and you're just going to slam them down and just, sit back with your feet up, relaxing, and probably eat, cold pizza or whatever else that you brought out onto the boat.
Yeah.
Cold pizza.
Well, it's not hot anymore. It's not like,
Leave it out in the sun.
That's a weird thing to bring on a boat.
cold pizza.
Yeah.
What do you bring on the boat?
I mean, like chips, a Publix sub. Y'all have Publix?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure.
First time I had Publix was in Florida.
Dude, have you
I was like, oh,
have
this
you
place-
ever left Florida before? I mean, they're
I mean, yeah. But do you have Publix in here? Okay.
not the center of the universe like you think it is. What is the, have you lived there all your life?
Yes.
And then where else have you been?
Ohio, North Carolina, Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey.
Your family grew up north. Your parents.
I could tell.
No.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
My mom's from Ohio. My dad's from Florida.
Okay.
Oh, really?
You
Okay.
can tell. What's that supposed
Oh
to
yeah.
be?
You don't
You
have
got
a
a
Florida
northeast
accent.
kind of flair and attitude to you. You're like, I don't take any crap off anybody, and
The personality and the inflection in your voice does not sound like
Yeah.
Florida.
Really?
yeah.
Not at all.
You've been there your entire life.
My entire life, born and raised in Vero Beach.
My gosh.
So I mean, I get it. I mean, this. I was born in Hickory, North Carolina. I should sound like this.
Hickory.
Hickory. I'm from Hickory.
There's a comedian from Hickory.
John Reed.
I know, and he always talks about Hickory. Hickory.
No, you got to shake your head when you say it. The John Reed joke is when you say Hickory, you can't just say Hickory. Hickory.
Yeah. We interviewed him on Rich's show.
Oh, cool.
They got a Hemi.
Yeah, he was the
the Hemi
they got
guy.
a Hemi in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, so I was born in the South. I'm the only one in my family. I don't ever.
You don't sound Southern at all.
No, I had a guy go, "Oh, Pittsburgh," and I'm like, "No, but
Yeah.
that's where my dad's from." So it's pretty funny.
I could see you being from Michigan.
Very similar. A lot of my family,
sure.
my family basically went. My dad's brother went to Michigan. My dad was in Pennsylvania, and then went to North Carolina.
My brother's in Michigan. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of see Delaware.
Michigan is about as average as Delaware. So
Hey, well, I don't know. Michigan's got some amazing beer, though.
I guess
Because they got to have
Oh,
something
yeah.
amazing.
they're getting all
It's
that
all
Great Lakes
I was
water.
gonna say it's all that Flint water. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
That's right.
Makes it nice and strong.
Crazy.
All right. Pairs well with a
Paper towel,
cold cut
roll of
sub
paper towel.
or chips on a boat. I would get that.
I wouldn't bring this on the boat.
She wouldn't be invited back on it.
Be next to her vat of vodka.
Yeah. Woo, vodka. Yeah. Okay. Would you still drink vodka out on the boat, or would you drink something when you're at the beach? Would you drink a vodka drink, or would you drink something lighter and more longer lasting? Because vodka, you're not going to drink the amount of vodka, I would imagine, that you would drink of beer.
I don't know. I mean, I would.
That girl drinks, yo.
That's hardcore. I'll just sweat it right back out. It's okay. We're at the beach. It's all good.
I'm going to do some push-ups after this.
It's like
Do
the
some
lake.
push-ups.
It's like the lake drink. You get like your vodka and your electrolyte mix, and then just a bunch of water in your gallon jug, and that's your lake drink.
The chugger.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything it pairs well with? I think the lettuce wrap was pretty good. That was pretty funny.
That was very funny.
That works.
Good one. Good one, Carly.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Under seasoned chicken. Maybe some overcooked steak.
If you like your steak well done, this is the beer for you. No, in all seriousness, it's actually not terrible. It's just if you drink full flavor, full calorie beers, and then you go to this, it's like,
yeah. I'm giving it 4 out of 10 mez.
yeah, 4 out of 10 meh.
Mess.
All right, ladies, what you got?
1.
I like, you know, when she
1.
doesn't like it, she's like on it.
No.
I gotta say 3.
Okay.
3. 2 3/4.
Nice. Now you're coming around.
Yeah.
Out of the 3.6 carbs that it has in it, I'll give it 1.5 carbs.
3.6
maybe.
carbs.
Yeah, I'll give it 3.6 carbs out of 100 carbs. I don't know. It's not my thing.
This would be the beer if AI made beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would work.
I was messing around ChatGPT one day and I was really curious about how it would write a beer recipe. And I was like, hey, make me an Oreo porter. And it came up with a recipe with like this many pounds of this malt and this malt. And I posted it to the beer group to see what people, the homebrewers, would think. And one of the first things that someone pointed out that I didn't even see, to make a 5-gallon batch, it said to use 4.5 gallons of water. That's before the boil. It's like,
You can't- ChatGPT is
so it's
not
not quite,
gonna be
it's not
accurate,
quite
man.
perfect, right?
Right.
You got to tweak it. But the rest of it, like people are like, I hadn't even heard of that kind of malt before. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. It's like, all right. So the rest of it seemed like it was pretty dead on with his ratios and whatnot. So it's coming.
I don't know. I don't trust
AI beer.
AI beer.
The whole
Have you seen-
robotic brewery where it's just down to the science.
Have you seen the commercials, the video commercials that AI has come up with?
Yeah.
There's
That's really bad AI though.
no, this is like they're pushing it to its
The pizza
high
eating
end.
commercial.
That one is hilarious. And there's a Shack Attack exercise one that is awesome. It is so ridiculous.
But see, you say that and it seems really bad, but then you have guys that come out and make an AI song of Drake and The Weeknd, and this
Yeah.
thing
No, that's-
goes like
that's
the
good.
That
top
works
of the
well.
charts.
Yeah.
And before he gets sued and shut down and taken off, like that's kind of wild.
Yeah, they've done classical music with it in the style of Beethoven and in the style of Mozart, and they've done other stuff like
But
that.
you know about what I'm talking about? The guy that he made this song and it got on the billboards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
This is the best cry ever
Can you put it
auto-tuned
up on the
hip-hop
TV?
remix.
Can you put it? the
I
screen?
can on that one. Hold on a minute.
It just drones out.
That's hilarious.
Okay. What a great representation of this beer.
Here's the hip-hop remix of the greatest cry ever.
If we can get that up here, that'd be funny.
I might be able to.
We'll see. So for all of our audio listeners, I apologize. This is the time where you let this continue to play, take a break, and go look this up yourselves.
That's not it.
Yeah, no, because I got to set the screen over. Hold on a minute.
Can we get some Jeopardy music in the background while we wait?
Well, I got the this music going. All right, so I want to extend this down.
It's actually catchy.
All right. Boom. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Give it to him. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
let's
folks,
go.
also
One,
while you're
two.
waiting, this is a perfect beer to
No,
drink
no,
while
okay.
you're in a lull. If you're in the purgatory of our episode, while we're trying to find something to do. No,
Keep talking about stuff while I'm doing things. Why's it always got to be me? Really? Come on.
Does anybody get a saltiness?
There we go.
There's a little bit of saltiness, and I do taste a little bit of a fruit I can't describe at the end. If you just let it kind of linger for a while,
Is it?
Let it
Monk?
linger.
I'm guessing it's monk. There we go.
Oh, womp, womp, womp.
It went away.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Why did it go away? Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh well. You can plug
I
it in.
will win this. Hold on.
I want to know more about the intervention. Like, why is he so sad that
Well,
his
it's
friend
probably-
still loves him or whoever?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
See,
Auto
episode of Friends right here. What are we watching?
Somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
Why are we so hard? It's so wrong to be laughing at this, I feel. We're slowing down. All that looks so fake.
Oh God. Yeah. That's a good representation of this beer. All right. I don't know what else we can do with this one. I think that's about it.
I think this beer's done.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Fun episode though.
it was. Yeah. All right. So not exactly what you're going to go for if you want a whole lot of flavor, but if you want some low calorie, low carbs, give it a shot. It makes sense. I get it. Meh.
I'm sorry, your life sucks.
So should we just let me see if I can find out just to really go out on this. Are we ending or what are we doing?
Yeah, that's too nice.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
What's the bad version of Cheers?
I think he needs to close us out with that cry. That. Till next time, folks.
We're not even going to tell you where you can find us. We're just going to leave it at that. Was it the Ales and Tales podcast.com?
The Ales and Tales podcast. The Ales and Tales podcast.com for audio. YouTube / at the Ales and Tales podcast.
Oh my gosh. We need to write it down for you.
I know. And
Cue card.
Yeah.
and you can find. Give me the rolling scrolling monitor thing.
Just clip it from the last episode and tag it on here.
Yeah. Well, you're probably already listening to us, so you don't need to follow us if you're already
That
following us.
was about as fantastic as this beer was.
Indeed.
That's right.
I'm in
That
the,
ending.
I'm in the mess.
The meh.
Ramping us down.
The good
like
news
the
is
Twin
we're going to do
Towers
one more
falling.
episode recording. You'll have to wait till that one comes out, but it's going to have full flavor. All right. Till next time, folks.